And your source for eSport racing is live and back to blue. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network. Tonight at the dirt track at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, it is Wednesday night. It is time for another round of Dirt Warrior Racing. Wednesday night street fights in the Coliseum this week rolls us into the state of North Carolina. Good evening, everybody. Welcome aboard to the Full Velocity Racing Network. Phil LaCasse here, along with my broadcast partner, Mr. Too Tall Todd Stanton. And Todd, we get to come back here for a wild Wednesday night. DWR electric as always, a great car count on hand, and this is reality TV at its best. There is nothing virtual about what we're doing here tonight. It is all about these guys, DWR. This is real life. This is Wednesday night street fights. Are you ready to rock? Because I am ready to roll.
I'm definitely ready to rock and roll here tonight on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. And man, it's great to be back blue. Phil here tonight is back here in a different color up in the right-hand corner. We've always been known as blue. We were talking about this, so we come back and unveil it. What better night to do it and unveil it on a blue night here at DWR, who stuck with us since our pretty much our conception here back into the iRacing community.
Absolutely right. These guys have been true blue to us, and we are true blue to them, and all to our partners out there. We are ready to unveil and lock and load stuff, as you guys have always known. Todd and Phil are going to be right here live. Full Velocity Racing Network every night we can be, and we are here tonight for an awesome event at the dirt track of the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Gotta thank our sponsors out there that make all this possible. Gotta thank Brendan over at Spataforofirearms.com, Jeff Brown over at iRacing iFlag, of course our buddy Jim Revis over here at DWR with Evil One Graphics, Jameson over at CNC Race Designs. Gotta thank Josh and Earl over at DirtSeries.com, and Tyler over at Hanover Record Service, all the stuff he does for us behind the scenes as well. That can't go unnoticed. I know a lot of stuff goes on around and about, but we're going to pay our bills as we can do best. And all our people maybe out there listening, interested in sponsoring Full Velocity TV, well, there is no better way to get involved here. The pound for pound, best of the best in online sim race broadcasts from back in the old days when we coined ourselves as the best in the business to the ultimate esport experience, now coming back full circle here. We are just ready to unveil and explode here with a renewed commitment and energy. Full Velocity Racing Network, Todd and Phil, alive and well, Todd, and I cannot wait to get this race going at Charlotte. They are rolling off behind the pace truck. But as we know, Wednesday nights, we do a pill draw every week. The starting lineup has already been unveiled, and I can't wait for you to see this thing because I think we can almost call shenanigans right from the get-go. But we're going to let you wait till they get to the proper restart order. We can show that awesome lineup ticker we got going out for these guys. But this lineup, and you're going to be surprised to see it, Todd, it is loaded up front, just a hint.
Yeah, I haven't seen the lineup. You have the widgets and stuff to see the lineup here early, Phil, and I can't wait to see what this lineup is going to provide us here tonight. Got to say hello, everybody out there in Facebook Live. As we try to be as interactive with our fans as we can. Sam Perry out there, Caleb Ramsey, thank you guys for sticking with us. Had a little bit of a hiccup when I changed the logo here tonight to make us back to blue here tonight. So that was my end. I apologize for that one, but it wasn't DWR here tonight. Eric Eichstead, Bruce out there, Rocky Battenfield, the big monkey out there too, Phil. So a lot of guys joining us. I tell you what, we talked about sponsorship packages here before we get ready to go to Green Flag Racing. We have three sponsorship packages available to you, and we have other things that if you want to get involved here by star donations, you can do that. But $50 is our entrance package. You got 100 and 150. Or 200, excuse me. If you're interested, please get a hold of us. We will send those sponsorship packages to you. And how to get involved here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. I tell you what, a fantastic way to get involved because everybody supports those who support racing, and especially iRacing. Those guys have a really tight-knit following.
Yes, they absolutely do, and you're not going to find two guys that represent your sponsor any better than that. Push it out there night after night. The absolute best we can possibly do to give you every bang for your buck and get that name out there like we do with our fellow sponsors here every night. They do so much supporting us behind the scenes. Do a lot of great things for us. But Todd, looks like the field almost set to go in their starting alignment. Looks pretty good from here. So what do you say we give this a shot? What do you say we go to tonight's starting lineup?
So as we come down onto the screen, your starting lineup here for the dirt track of Charlotte, the Wednesday night street fight. Starting on the pole, driving the 84. I don't know how he got that one. The 84 of E.J. Jones. Eric Elmore starts on the outside pole in the 420.
In row number 2, we find the 00 car of Michael Whitlock with the number 86 of Derek Fetkenhauer alongside.
Inside row number 3, starting in the 5th starting position, that's the number 11, that's Trey Jones, and the evil one himself, Jim Revis, in the 21, rolls off 6th.
Row number 4, we find last week's winner of the birthday bash aboard car number 20. That is Greg Turberville. And alongside in the Eichstätt Motorsports car number 12, Electric Eric Eichstätt.
Rolling off in the 9th starting position, driving the number 17, that's Chad Bird. Bird aboard the number 17, and Kyle Moyer, who rounds out your top 10 so far here, starting 10th in the 111.
The 010 rolls off next. That is Casey Brunson with the 07 alongside Justin Pruitt.
Rolling off 13th will be Alex Brewer aboard the number 1, and Matthew Everett aboard the 06 machine will roll off 14th.
Next, it's going to be, I believe, car number 6 of Ryan Bronson, the 3 of Barrett Bishop, the 13 of Caleb Ramsey, the 01 of Daniel Price, the 117 of Derek Dubree, and the 36 of John Monkern. I think that's how you got it there in the order talk, because I can tell you the initial lineup had the 36 right in the middle of the field. John elected to go to the rear as well. So there's your starting lineup here, folks. 20 cars. Charlotte Motor Speedway about to come electrically live for 70 laps around. We are green flag racing, and this evening of Wednesday Street Fights is underway with E.J. Jones up the front row and Eric Elmore building the field on the back stretch to turn 3.
Yeah, Eric Elmore takes the early advantage there in the 420 machine. E.J. Jones running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is going to be Michael Whitlock aboard the double knot machine. 4th is Trey Jones aboard the number 11. We have our first dirt-series.com caution of the evening here at the dirt track in Charlotte, and we're going to go to work and find out why.
Yeah, absolutely hopping here right in the opening lap, and I think, Todd, it may have gathered up the 3 of Barrett Bishop and the 13 of Caleb Ramsey. Thinking those two guys got the short end of it, believe that may have started around those two guys as well. So I'll let you take our first gator in our full velocity replay tonight.
So as you can see it down here, Phil, is it looks like it's just a chain reaction. Unfortunately, claims the number 3 of Barrett Bishop here, live on the screen down to the bottom side here, and it's just the 111 Moyer made contact, Pruitt made contact with the 06 machine of Everett, and worst end of it, the 3 of Barrett Bishop up on top of the Uke tire, able to get free of the Uke tire though, Phil, here at the dirt track in Charlotte. So it did its job, made sure that he didn't flip over here tonight, as he was able to stay on the binders, and that caused a lot of damage to that number 3 machine.
Nope, but the car got stuck, and stuck car is never good. So we'll disagree about these Uke tires all night long. I think they got no place there. You don't want them on there, build a wall. Uke tires, they get stuck, they can ruin race cars. 3 car really lucky right there. He got away pretty clean. We'll let him rejoin the back of the field and get ready to go here for a restart. Looking like it's going to be Eric Elmore with E.J. Jones on the front row. Michael Whitlock and Trey Jones on that row number 2 with Derek Fetkenhauer. And how about the story, Todd? 1 week ago at the birthday bash, you got to interview his very first win here at Online Sim Racing. Greg Turberville gets a big win last week at the DWR 1-year anniversary here last Wednesday. That was a great time. Hopefully we can see Greg here in Victory Lane rather soon for a round of street fights as we go back green flag racing.
Yeah, back green flag racing with Eric Elmore just ahead of E.J. Jones in the number 84 machine. Whitlock down to the bottom side trying to make something happen here early on in the going. Here comes Fetkenhauer. Fetkenhauer down, catfish in the bottom there. In that number 86 machine, Trey Jones running 5th.
Trey Jones, the 11 car up to 5th, but Fetkenhauer, that 86 car, going to let it eat down on the low side of the racetrack. And he is going to do all he can to run his way up to that 3rd or 4th spot. But that battle for the lead now into turn number 3. Eric Elmore versus E.J. Jones, the natural one down to the inside. They're door-to-door off of 4 for the race lead, completing lap 10.
Yeah, that's Cedar Cove sponsor number 84. E.J. Jones down to the bottom side, almost up alongside completely of Eric Elmore. Elmore's able to fend him off, though, in that 420 machine, but E.J. Jones not going away that quick. Fetkenhauer also right there. He's battling for that 3rd spot. And Greg Turberville battling it out hard here, hot and heavy, with that number 11 of Trey Jones. So you got great battling going on throughout the whole field.
Yeah, they really are. They are 2 and almost 3 wide all over the place. Looking back there, you see that good battle for the lead going on. Battle for 4th has shaken itself out with Fetkenhauer going to make his way up into the top 5. Trey Jones there back to 5th. Turberville running in for 6th, but you see Jim Revis back there. He is fighting for his life back there in 7th as he's got Casey Brunson, Chad Bird, and Electric Eric Eichstätt. Those guys, 4 cars under a blanket, racing for the 7th spot off of turn 2.
Yeah, they're racing hot and heavy. Like you said, the 7th position right now. Revis down to the up to the top side. Brunson down to the bottom side. Meanwhile, Fetkenhauer back to the bottom here in the number 86 machine, trying to get around Whitlock there in the double knot machine. Not able to do so far there, Phil. But we're early in this race, a 14 of 70.
I think you're absolutely going to see the bottom lane of this racetrack come in over the course of the night. I think the outside lane will go away probably about halfway. So I think 20 to 25 laps from now, I think we'll see guys starting to get down to the low side as this track gets slicking off. And I think we're going to see a really, really good race. It's tame right now, Thomas. Everybody kind of drifting up to the backside or top side of the racetrack. First race I see back there appears, I go back there and try to find where that was. I think it was Kyle Moyer in the 111 back there, Matthew Everett in the 06. Those guys running back there. They were side by side for 3/4 time by. That's racing outside the top 10. Top 10 basically all struck out single file to the front of the field.
Yeah, single file out to the front of the field. E.J. Jones was able to jump out of the line there momentarily. The dictator, George out there. Glad to see George come out there. And I want to call you Castro because that's why we call you the dictator, because I always slaughtered your name there, George. So great to see you out there in the Facebook Live chat. And we got a great race going on now for the lead again. The natural one down to the bottom side. He's sick of sitting in that second spot, Phil. He wants to be out in the lead, but I tell you what, the bottom just not quite there yet.
It certainly is not, but like I said, I really think it's going to happen down there. I see EJ going down there now. Michael Whitlock going to try his hand now off a new. Trying to put the 00 car down low with even a shove for the 86. Now E.J. Jones going to look to the outside of Elmore through turns number 3 and 4. Thought entering the corner, he may pull up alongside. Once again off a 4. Look at the 84 car getting that big launch off the top lane. We may be door to door for the race lead time as they hit turn 1.
As we're door to door down to turn number 1, down to 2, already down the back straightaway as quickly as we say that, Phil. That Twisted Motorsports number 420 now falls back to that second spot. The natural one, E.J. Jones, claims that top spot in the number 84. But here comes Easy down to the bottom side. Slide job in front of the 84 of E.J. Jones. The Jones now fires back down to the inside. And fantastic race down the back straightaway. Put Jones back to the lead.
E.J. Jones back to the lead. That made Derek Fetgenhauer check up there in that bottom line, running in the third spot. Him and now Michael Whitlock racing door to door for third. Whitlock going to take that battle back, position number 3. In turn number 1, but Elmore going to come back to the low side. They continue to battle it out for the race lead. They're battling that back of the field as well with Jim Revis and Trey Jones. Those guys, they're going at it for 7th off of turn 4.
Yeah, a lot of good battling going on, but I'm still watching now as Easy now falls into the clutches of the double knot machine of Michael Whitlock. Whitlock is feeding it down to the bottom side, trying to get around Eric Elmore there for that second spot. Fetgenauer now goes up to the top shelf. He's going to try to push the 420 of Elmore by the 00 machine to try to get by himself too. But Fetgenauer looks like he's trying to get up through the middle there, that number 86 machine there, Phil. I can't believe Fetgenauer hasn't done that quite yet, but I know it's kind of early here, still 23 of 70, but Fetgenauer in that H&L sponsored machine really fast here this evening.
He really, really is, and is looking for a place to put that car with clean racetrack to make it happen. Another car from serving Con right at the back end of this lead pack right here. The 010 of Casey Brunson. He has something rolling there good on the inside. He's picked up a couple of spots down there. Was racing alongside with Greg Tuberville for about 2 or 3 laps. Keep an eye on the 010 of Casey Brunson. I think he's going to be one of those first guys that go down low and probably make some passes happen as we continue to go side by side for that runner-up spot with Michael Whitlock under Eric Elmore and Derek Fetgenhauer still looking to make room there. Not quite making it 3 wide yet, but you can see he's being patient back there, just looking for that right time to pounce in a 3.
Yeah, you got to remember, though, Casey Brunson won the non-winners race here. That's an official race here. That's a race win for DWR. We were racing here last week on the Full Velocity Racing Network, so he's now got to win. Casey Brunson's been fast. He's just not been able to finish off races. He was really down on himself last week, Phil. And I tell you what, picking up that non-winners race, that momentum rode all the way through. He was inside the top 3 each time we got to race that night. So even in the main show, he was inside that top 3.
That is a guy lately who's been putting in some really, really good runs no matter what league he is racing in. Keep an eye on that 010 of Casey Brunson out there tonight. These guys still going at it, Todd. This 3-car battle for second is a dandy with Elmore and Whitlock and now Derek Fetgenhauer, who seems to be, kind of peeking to the outside part of the racetrack. He's going to try to pull alongside now Whitlock, who's going to fall back to the clutches, put Elmore back to 2. They go door to door for third in the back chute. Fetgenhauer may make the run all the way up high. He's going to look for second to 3.
As we go on board with Derek Fetgenhauer, Northwest Racing Series on board, it's going to be changed, guys. You can be the onboard camera, the official onboard camera of Full Velocity Racing Network here. But we're on board with Derek Fetgenhauer showing how he gets around the dirt track of Charlotte.
He is letting it eat up high. That Ford, or the 86 car now up to position number 2. Elmore going to try to make it happen back down to the low side, but that 86 car definitely hooked up, pulling all the big motor off of turn number 4. Now he's going to try to chase down the race leader, E.J. Jones, who leads by 5 car lengths. But I believe, Todd, looking at the timing and scoring, I believe Derek Fetkenhauer may be turning lap times right now very similar, or even a tick bit faster than the 84 car up in the lead.
Yeah, they're pretty similar. Last time by 19.458 for E.J. Jones. Fetkenhauer 19.476. So those cars, the fastest cars out there on the speedway right now. Whitlock now battling for that 3rd spot, back down to the bottom side, trying to get around the Twisted Motorsports 420 of Eric Elmore. But I tell you what, Whitlock just has not been able to get by him. He cannot make the bottom work there for that double knot machine.
Nope, my prediction, Tom, within 10 laps, I think we're going to see that bottom lane really start coming to life. And I think guys like Whitlock and Brunson, Jim Revis, I think those guys will be the first guys to go down there and let it eat. And, you know, they say over here, the motto is let her dig. They're going to let her dig down to the low side. I think those guys are going to make it happen in the back part of the top 10. I'm going to go back there and take a peek down because I see some good racing going on back there with Alex Brewer in the number 1, Casey Brunson of 0-10. Alex Brewer's kind of come to life last 10 laps as well, Todd. He's going to now put himself up into the 7th position. Keep an eye on that number 1 car. He's really fast here for the middle junction.
Yeah, Brewer's one of the few that's been able to make the bottom work. He's got a setup down there, and it's starting to work really well for that number 1 machine. It's a little bit slower, though, as of right now, but you're starting to see him make some headway down there. Jim Revis also following suit in that number 21 machine as Jim working over the bottom. A lot of guys up top here at the dirt track of Charlotte, but guys trying to go places where they aren't. So those right now are Alex Brewer and Jim Revis down on the bottom there, down next to those pesky Ute tires.
Yes, absolutely. As Brewer down to the inside of Greg Turberville as they race on for the 6th spot. Now into turn number 3. But I've been watching Alex. He's been using more of the conventional middle part of the racetrack. You watch that red Evil 1 graphics number 21 of Jim Revis, Todd. He is all the way down to the extreme low side, almost clipping the grass down there, especially through the exits of 3 and 4. As he goes all the way down there off of turn number 2. Jim Revis starting to make some time as he's going to make his way around, I believe, Casey Brunson's car up high. Look at how Revis is driving that car to 3 and 4. He's using all the real estate.
Oh! Eric Eichstedt around, Phil.
Oh, he is around, indeed. A yellow flag going to come out on the speedway. The 12th car going around to the 9. Glad you caught that live. I thought I saw something kind of breaking back there, and it certainly did. Eric Eichstedt was up in the top 10. He goes around to the knot, Todd, just shy of halfway here. 37 laps of 70 on the board, so I think that puts us past the halfway. If I can do a little bit of math, we're halfway home here tonight, the Charlotte Motor Speedway live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. I don't care, guys. The Full Velocity brand, call us Network, call us Racing Network, call us TV. Todd and Phil are right here tonight live on Full Velocity, guys. Glad you're out here with us. And Todd, what happened out here? I know Eric Eichstedt went around, but how did he get there? And got that caution overlay to throw up there as well. We can have an official replay sponsor. You're out there listening, guys. Get a hold of us. You can be our official Full Velocity replay sponsor. Yeah,
right now to be announced replay sponsor here tonight on Full Velocity Racing Network. But tough ride here for Eric Eichstedt, the electric one here, as he was actually trying to run really well here. Is looks like just a chain reaction, the 20 slide tap, the 0-1-0 machine of Brunson. Brunson comes down, but Eric tries to get away from there. He just runs out of real estate down there, and Pruitt gets into the back of him, unfortunately, because Pruitt had nowhere to go, and the 12 of Eichstedt goes around. Doesn't look like a lot of damage on the number 12 machine, though.
No, looks like his car is going to be all right. Eric will gather it back up, and he's got a good car and 30 more laps left to do it. So look for Eric Eichstedt to make a good run back to the front. And Todd, I look at the names, and you know, these are some of the heavy hitters here at DWR. I find guys like Matthew Everett, who's run great recently. And we talk about Eric Eichstedt, Ryan Bronson, the 6 car, Kyle Moyer. These are guys who have been having great runs recently. Even up in the top 5 is very, very recent memory. These are drivers relegated from outside the top 15 as we speak. This is a really good stacked field of DWR tonight. These races, week after week, you can't predict who's going to be there because the scenario always changes as we go back to week flag on lap 41.
Yeah, back to green flag racing, and look at Fenkenauer down to the bottom side here. He's going to challenge the leader, the 84, that Cedar Cove number 84 machine of E.J. Jones. Should see Cedar Cove really hard to see on the side of the car, but I know he said it at victory lane quite a few times there, Phil. But the 86 machine, you can see why it's so hard to see, because there's a lot of dirt on the side of these cars. But the 86 of Fenkenauer working over the bottom there momentarily. Has to back out of it though, Phil. Get back in line behind the 84 of E.J. Jones, so we'll see if he can mount another charge going up to the top shelf of the speedway up next to the wall there. As Jones goes way down to the bottom, you can see him drifting up. I can imagine that's losing him a little bit of time there, Phil, through the corner, because Fenkenauer reels him in really good through the center off.
He sure does, but Todd, you want to go find some good racing? Here is 3-wide racing going just a little bit back here with the 420 of Eric Gilmore, Trey Jones in the 11 back there, Justin Pruitt, Greg Turville. Those guys were 3 and almost 4 wide off of turn number 2. They somehow got it back to 2 wide. There were some hairy times going on back there, and I saw a guy like the 11 car of Trey Jones right in the middle of it. That car slip sliding around, that handle going away. It is really tight racing going on back here outside the top 5 as we continue to cover back up front. Fenkenauer versus Jones for the race league up 4. Yeah,
in the middle of the pack, Phil, that's a gaggle of cars. That's called the bee's nest back there. That's what I was told to drive in when I was a rookie. Get into that bee's nest and let her go and see what happens. You're going to learn how to drive one way or another, else they're going to run right over top of you. And that's what's happening right now in that middle portion of the pack there, Phil. These guys just all over one another. But it's great clean racing. 4 wide off the corner. Wow. Fantastic racing here, and that's for the 7th, 8th, and 9th position, Phil. That's DWR style here.
That absolutely is DWR style right there. We talked about the old driving school. I was told to go in that bee's nest a lot of times too, Todd. That's only going to make you better as a race car driver. In my case, I still absolutely suck. You figured it out somehow, but these guys at DWR, they haven't figured out in these street stocks better than anybody else, and we challenge these guys all the time. And anybody out there watching these pro drivers, you're going to come out here and mix it up with some of the best of the street stocks here, as Dirt Warrior Racing does it better than anybody else, pound for pound out there. I challenge everybody. As we go back to yellow, Todd, on lap number 47, something breaking in about the middle of the pack. And oh, buddy, I'm trying to find where it kind of went through, and it looks like it may have got the evil one, Jim Revis, around it or not somewhere. So I believe himself and John Moncur getting a piece of the action here. Not sure where it started from, but you have all the answers down there.
I don't know about all the answers. I have a few of the answers out here, and you can see a huge checkup. The 6 was involved in this one. The 36 of Moncurn around in a knot there, the 36 machine. So he comes down and he runs over top of a Uke tire, gets stuck there momentarily, shreds up the grass down there. Not happy with the lawn care maintenance here at the dirt track of Charlotte. We're going to see if we found anything with Revis, but I don't think there was anything with Jim, but I could be wrong, because he did free throw through the field pretty good. So we're going to go back through and see what we can see with Jim Revis here, as there was a lot of racing going on up there. And I don't see anything particular there, Phil. Well, maybe I do. Jim Revis around and off the bumper. Oh, man, another Uke tire clip from the 21 of Jim Revis. The 01 of Casey Brunson got into the side of him, and that's what caused another portion of this yellow. So 2 cars almost about the same time.
All right, so I put that revolution call out there again to all of you watching. I know there's a decent crowd watching out here on Facebook, couple over on YouTube, couple over there on Twitch as well. End the Uke tire revolution. Join my cause now. Get rid of these pesky Uke tires. They serve no good purpose. There's nothing good that comes from it. Getting into those things. Cars get stuck. They tear up more stuff. More innocent bystanders get involved. Put a wall there, or put nothing there at all. If you don't want them down there, put a separator. Uke tire don't work, Todd. We go back and forth. Join Phil's revolution now as we go back to green flag racing.
Yeah, and look at Fenkenauer, the H&L sponsor, number 86, down to the bottom side, trying to make something work there, slip sliding around, has to get back behind the 84 of E.J. Jones, but he goes back on the assault. On the top shelf of the speedway, where did the one of Alex Brewer come from? Wow, he's letting it dig up on the top shelf of the speedway here. Dirt track of Charlotte, put him in position number 3.
Yeah, like a thief of the night, he has come from outside the top 10 and now up to that 3rd spot, and arguably one of the best cars on the racetrack. That setup has been good up high, Todd. He's been one of the few cars going down low, making it happen. Keep an eye on that number 1 of Alex Brewer. He's going to try to pull up alongside there, the 86 of Derek Fenkenauer. They're going toe-to-toe back here for the 5th spot between Michael Whitlock and I believe that's Eric Eichstadt back up in the front. at that. Already the 12 car back coming through the field. It certainly is. Electric Eric on the money. He's back to a top 5 on the board.
Yeah, he's got one of those things. He wants to have his nickname changed out there. I think his wife wants his nickname changed a little bit more than himself, but we're going to say that they both agree on this one. If he can pick up a win, we'll come up with a new nickname for Electric Eric out there, Eric Eichstadt. Right now he's been struggling here as of late, has a lot of bad luck, but man, he's starting to march to the front, battling it out here with the 420 machine of Eric Elmore. That is a good battle going on for that 5th spot there, Phil, to put him inside the top 5.
Really good battle going on. They are racing all over the place right now, Todd. A really good race to watch is Eric Omar making his trek around the top lane of the racetrack. Back there we see Greg Tuberville. We see Casey Brunson, the 010 back in that race as well. Good one tonight is long for Justin Pruitt. Trey Jones, the 11, up in the top 10. There is still really terrific racing going on all over the place. And I look back here for 10th on back. Matthew Everett, Kyle Moyer, Caleb Ramsey, Barrett Bishop. Good to see Barrett back out there with a 3 car. Those guys all going at it from 10th on back. You call that a wad of race cars, Todd? There's a good old-fashioned wad right there.
Yeah, we're going to take a look back there. Look-see here with Ramsey and the 111 of Moyer, Tuberville, and a nice-looking number 20 machine. These guys, they're fighting inside the top 10 here, Phil. Like you said, these guys putting on a clinic back here. Look at them hit the wall, though. I mean, they're pancaking the right side of the wall, trying to get some moisture in their tires there as it's starting to run out here at the dirt track of Charlotte. Oh, a little bit of contact made between Everett and Ramsey. Ramsey had a handful of steering wheel, but was able to gather it back in that number 13 machine. Ramsey's been fast here as of late, too. Look at Brunson. Brunson drifts up, man, pushing like a dump truck, 3 wide for the 10th position. So, like I said, DWR style. We're going to call it DWR style, Phil. That's what racing is all about. Is Brunson around? Brunson around to the 010.
Certainly was, and I can't tell what car that was he went off the bumper of, but I believe, I think a look quick peek back here, I could have been, was that off the 3 of Bishop, maybe up the 6 of Bronson? I don't know, that was so close to call back there, but all we do know for sure, we caught it live. Casey Brunson going around to that number 010 machine, and Casey was having a really terrific run early. Got halfway through the race time. That started on a free fall. He got kicked out of the top 5, got back in the Hornet's Nest, back in that racing for the top 10 as that car continued to slip and slide. And now we're around to the Doctor's case.
Yeah, we see a little bit of it live on the screen. And yeah, it's Brunson. They were 3 wide. They were battling it out hot and heavy for the 10th position. Fantastic racing going on. And Brunson just barely clips the 13 machine. He tries to gather her back in. Brunson right there, though, unfortunately, getting into the side of him. And that takes him around, but he's able to gather her back up, Phil, and join the tail of the field. But tough break for Casey Brunson in the 010.
Absolutely, and these guys having some awesome racing going on, and we are enjoying it so much out here. And Todd, I want to talk about, you look at a lot of these great race cars. They are all so great looking. We have so many great painters out here in the community. Now I want to highlight 3 over here at DWR that we don't talk nearly enough about. We always talk about our buddy Chip Revis at Evil One Graphics, and guys did a great new car wrap. Look him up now. Evil One Graphics on Facebook. They're not only good, they are evil. But I want to also give some love to our buddy Eric Eichstadt, the Eichstadt Wraps crew. Eric has been busy pumping out some paints recently. Those things look stellar as well. And also going to give props to our buddy, not here tonight, Racing Jason Salter, Trash Panda Graphics. Todd, those guys have been putting out some awesome looking wraps. All 3 companies out there on display out here at DWR. These are some of the greatest looking cars I have ever seen. 3 talented painters over here for certain.
Yeah, definitely 3 talented painters. I got one from Trash Panda Graphics. Still has yet to see the track here, Phil. And I know Sam's out there. He's been hashtagging it quite a bit. Sam Perry out there hashtagging it. He wants to see me in a late model. That may be coming up sooner than you think one of these times. We might be able to get myself in the late model, but you're going to see everybody get wrecked. This is what's going to happen out there. We'll even take bets. We'll let Phil handle the bets, but how long I would last in a late model race with some of these guys, or even a street stock race for some of these guys. But green flag back in the air. Enough about me. The 84 VJ Jones out to about 2 to 3 car length advantage over the 86 of Fetkenauer. Brewer running 3rd in that number 1 machine. Whitlock running 4th, and Eric Elmore, Twisted Motorsports, running in 5th.
Todd, you're covering the leaders up there, and I want nothing to do with watching the racing for the lead because it is just going on back here. The best racing the show has been outside the top 5 here tonight. There's a 3-wide battle going on right now with Trey Jones up against the wall. Greg Tuberville's there in the middle, and the 3rd car down to the inside. I believe that may be Justin Pruitt. I may be wrong back there. That may be the 3-car Bear Bishop also involved there. That is a hell of a 3-car race going on back there. And that's for 7th on back. Guys racing up there for the lead, E.J. Jones, Derek Feckenauer, Alex Brewer. They're out there leading the field, but the best racing on night time, it's going on right here outside the top 5.
Yeah, Feckenauer and E.J. Jones, like you said, Phil, up front. And we're showing the live pictures here through the middle portions of the pack just to let everybody see what's going on through here. As Eric Eichstead gets a tad bit loose there as everybody had to bottleneck up. And look at Bishop down to the bottom side in the number 3 machine. The 11 is Trey Jones up pancaking the wall. But E.J. Jones and Derek Feckenauer are almost identical lap times. So those guys are pretty much separated by half a second. It's pretty much stayed there since the green flag has come out here for this most recent restart. As we have 3 laps remaining, we're going to come up on popsicle sticks off of turn number 4. So 2 more trips around for E.J. Jones.
And that makes me kind of sad. As great as this race has been, there is only 2 more trips around. E.J. Jones outside this front row starting spot tonight, treating him well. Feckenauer in.
Oh, contact!
The third is we have contact and a spinner back there. Yellow going to come out the speedway, so off of turn number 4 with the yellow and the white flag. I believe this is going to be a coronation lap for E.J. Jones to pick up the win of Season 5, race number 6 of Wednesday Night Street Fights here in Charlotte. E.J. Jones, Derek Feckenauer, Alex Brewer, Eric Elmore, and how about a good attaboy tonight, Todd, for that number 00, Michael Whitlock. He has run great all night long. Didn't give him enough praise. Michael Whitlock getting a really good, solid top 5 run here tonight in Charlotte.
Yeah, definitely a good run there as we come off of 4 here for the final time. Underneath the iRacing.com safety truck, pace truck, checker flag going to fly for the 84 VJ Jones, a natural one, taking down another victory here at DWR Dirt Warrior Racing, and he's been on a mission here this season. So good job to EJ Jones, and we're going to be partying down there, I believe, with him again, Phil. He's always bringing beers. He's always bringing hamburgers, hot dogs, all the works down there. So we'll get down there. Does he got ice cream cake tonight?
Oh,
ice cream cake.
I already talked to him.
All right, so
he's got ice cream cake.
He's got ice cream cake. So everybody needs to join the party down there, and I'm going to show what happened. And I know Mendy's out there. It was another tough break for the number 12 machine. I'm going to show what happened here as EJ Jones down there. Hashtag. I don't know what the cones ever did to EJ Jones, but he's knocking them out of the park here. But we're going to go real back here real quick. As tough break for Eric is this is what brought out this yellow flag. So it's going to take me just a second. As here we go. We got Eric Eichstead, and man, his bad luck continues. The 11 of Trey Jones got into the back of him. He lost many positions, poured around sideways. That's what brought out the yellow flag. Unfortunate chain of events for that number 12 machine. Had a good run going for himself again, but just not happening here tonight.
It just stinks, too, because I want to see that 12 car win one of these races sometime soon. Eric is a great guy, a good buddy to us here at the network, as all these guys at DWR are. They are absolute family to these guys. Love these guys all. They put on great racing every week, and I cannot wait to talk to these guys in the top 3 of the post-race show coming up next here live on your source for esports racing. Give us about 60 seconds here. We'll jump into the Discord. We'll talk to all 3 of our top 3 finishers. All right, back here, I believe, live for the post-race show here live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. Todd Stanton going to go to victory lane and talk to our big winner here tonight in Charlotte for Wednesday Night Street Fights, E.J. Jones. I'm going to run down here trackside and talk to our second-place finisher, Mr. Derek Feckenauer, and my guest now tonight, finishing up in third. That being car number 1 of Alex Brewer. And Alex, I think you passed more cars tonight here in Charlotte than anybody else coming up to a strong, solid third place effort. God, that had to be tough to come through the field because we covered all back of that Hornet Cess all night long. That was chaos back there. How the heck did you do it? Todd, we hearing him? Alex, come back, bud. I saw the light coming on, but I do not hear the voice. Let's try it again. Give us a sound check.
There's
Hey, there we go. Now we hear you. Go ahead, buddy. Take the floor away.
I tried I was running the top in the beginning, but went down to the middle and tried that, and it was a lot better about mid race, and that's where I passed most of the cars, and then I was stuck after that in third.
Now, I predicted to top here about halfway or shortly after the bottom lane of the racetrack would come in and be the fastest lane out there. You were out there in the competition tonight. Was I right? Was I wrong? Where was the fastest line? You said you came to the middle. Did the middle stay consistent all night long, or did the top lane or the bottom lane prevail? Which one do you think was?
I think it started out at the bottom, went to the top, and the middle came in, and then the middle went away, and then it was the top again.
All right, well, I was completely wrong here tonight, and this is why Phil sits up here in the booth and analyzes these races. Don't go down there and race because I wouldn't have a chance in hell of competing with you guys. But Alex Brewer, you did it in a big way here tonight, brother. Up to a good third place run on a edition of Wednesday Night Street Fights here in Charlotte. So, as we're going to do as usual on Full Velocity Racing Network, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. So the floor is all yours there, buddy. Thank you. I'd like to thank you got you out here this evening.
I'll thank all the guys at DWR. I thank EJ for all the help, and Jamie Macy, he helped me out for Charlotte, and you guys for the broadcast.
Absolutely our pleasure. And there he is, folks. Driver of car number 1, Alex Brewer, finishing up third here tonight in Charlotte, and a job completely well done by that driver. And we'll run a little bit further down here. I believe it's been a couple of weeks since we've talked to our friend in car number 86 of Derek Fedgenhauer. And Derek, you did a hell of a job again here tonight, finishing up second to EJ Jones. We know you start EJ up front. He is usually tough to catch. Tell us about the way your car fared here tonight. That was a really good, strong run for you.
Oh, I had a great car tonight. I just couldn't pull it off. EJ was the better man tonight. And did all I could to get around him, but I couldn't.
Now, what is going on with this build that I am so far off? Because we have seen races lately where, we would expect the top lane to be dominant, low side has come in. A place like Charlotte where it kind of always seems that the top lane starts out great and always goes down low. The bottom lane never really truly came in tonight now, did it?
No, never did. Most of the time the bottom does come in really late, but tonight was just the high side, and you could get some bottom going, but not much.
It caught me completely by surprise because the races we've done here at Charlotte the last couple of months, it really has seemed to go that pattern, and it certainly did it tonight. It's been part of what has been a strange week, is all the the concepts that we normally would think would happen certainly are not. But Derek Fedgenhauer, you did a hell of a job out here tonight, getting the 86 car back up on the podium here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. So whoever's out there watching for you, friends, family, and sponsors there, bud, you know how this works. The floor is all yours. Take it away.
I gotta give a shout out for my team H&L. You guys at Full Velocity for putting the broadcast on. It's always great. Of course, DWR with the greatest street stock races around. And congrats to EJ for the win.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it, folks. Class act all the way around. The driver of car number 86, H&L team car here, Derek Fedgenhauer, finishing up in the second spot tonight here in Charlotte. So we have talked the third. We have talked the second, and now it is my pleasure to throw this thing down to victory lane to my partner, Mr. Too Tall Todd Stanton, and talk to our race winner once again, the national one, EJ Jones. And I am on my way down there, Todd. Let's party it down.
Yeah, definitely always a party down here in Victory Lane with the Cedar Cove. Number 84, EJ Jones, the natural one, taking down another victory here tonight in the dirt track of Charlotte. it was no easy one there tonight, EJ. Derek was down there breathing down your neck quite a bit there for the whole race, pretty much. It took you a little bit though to get by and take over the lead there, but as you did, you got around Easy E. You were able to maintain the lead, maintain a little bit of an advantage over Fedkenauer, but Fedkenauer was there. If he would have bobbled and made a mistake, he probably could have got by you.
He kind of cut out there at the end, but and a lot of noise here at the track right now. But yeah, Derek, he was on me most of the race, it seemed like, and I had to do something over in 3 and 4 because it felt like the first half of the race he was eating me up over there, and then 1 and 2 I felt like I was eating him up over there and pulling away. So I had to do something in 3 and 4 to try to extend the lead, and then it was all right. I pull away in 3 and 4, but then he catches me in 1 and 2 now. So it definitely made me sweat quite a bit, and it's definitely easier to win one of these things when you start on the front row. I will say that.
Yeah, definitely. As you normally start tail, you'll have to start tail next week here at Wednesday Night Street Fights. But you've come from the tail, and you're come accustomed to coming from the tail quite a bit there, EJ. And I know how difficult it is with the class of drivers that DWR has here week in and week out, whether it's a shootout, whether it's the Wednesday Night Street Fights. It is very, very hard whether to make the field or even to come up through that field.
Yeah, we're going to be starting at the tail next week at Lima Land, so oh man, that's going to be difficult. I know I've done it once before, but man, things have changed quite a bit since the last time I did that.
Definitely is, yeah. That's going to be an interesting track to watch on here. We've had some great races here with DWR at Lima Land, and it's going to be an interesting race to watch to see what you can do from the rear there, EJ. But I'm going to give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. I'd like to thank you this evening on Full Velocity Racing Network.
First off, got to thank the guys here at DWR, Jason, Eric, Jim, for putting these on every week. It's always a good time. Always have a blast running with them. And I make sure my schedule's clear Wednesday night so I can come run these every week with them. One of the first leagues I got into, and I've been in this one since the beginning of it. So definitely appreciate those guys for sure. Got to thank the guys at Cedar Coast Speed, Charles and Dylan as well. Friend Peter Delavan, say hey to my mom. Thank Eric Eichstead with Eichstead Raps as well for the girls and the Michelob. And I really hate the number on it right now, but I couldn't get it changed in time. I almost ran the throwback scheme again this week because I haven't been on the service much since Sunday. So hopefully the monkey's kind of off the back now, and because the past couple races I really stunk at Lanier, and Lanier's kind of changed now, and I need to figure out what I need to do to it to make it back to where it was at before, and definitely need probably do a little work here with Charlotte as well now. So, if you're not working on it, you need to put in the effort to definitely be fast. It's definitely one thing, and definitely trying to stay in front of everyone. It's hard to do, that's for sure.
Definitely is. EJ Jones picking up the victory here tonight. I know we're going to get down there and party here in a little bit. I know he has everything
cake,
down there, all the
Michelob,
needs.
Hamburgers, hot dogs.
Everything. Everybody needs to come and join.
I mean, bring whatever and I'll throw it on the grill. I don't care what it is. I mean, bring a pizza over. I don't care. I'll throw it on the grill. We'll have a blast. We'll tear the pits down tonight.
Heck yeah. Well, tonight's winner here at the dirt track in Charlotte, driver of the number 84 Cedar Coast sponsored machine, EJ Jones, the natural one, taking down the victory. And Phil, I tell you what a fantastic... Go ahead. Go.
Hopefully we beat the severe storms that are about to come through here with I think they were talking about baseball-sized hail or something. They should be coming through here in the next hour or two, it looks like. So we're gonna have to party pretty quick so we can get out of here before the really bad weather hits.
Yeah, we'll get out the baseball bats.
Hey, we can play baseball with the baseball-sized hail.
Yeah, swing for the fences.
Hey, we already got racing helmets. All we need is some shoulder pads to protect our bodies now. We're good.
You guys are unreal. Absolutely unreal. It's always a party down here with the two of you guys. Victory Lane. The fat kid's already got the cake over here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, EJ Jones, our big winner down here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Another round of Dirt Warrior Racing Wednesday night street fights. The absolute best of the best of street stock racing live right here live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. So for all the guys over here at DWR, Jim, Eric, Jason, the entire group of characters that race here week after week, for our buddy Todd Stanton here, my color partner and my broadcast partner for so many years, Jack True and Ron Piles, going to thank Josh Smith for all his help. Guys like Jim Revis have done such a great service for us. All the guys behind the scenes, thank you so much for what you do for us. We'll see you back here live tomorrow night. We have a great race coming up, modified racing action, live on the Full Velocity Racing Network, 9 p.m. on a Thursday night. Tune in. And we got Jim Revis.
Yeah, you got me down here real quick. Hey, I seen your post in here on seeing Todd run a race. So I wanted to extend the invitation out us at DWR for next Wednesday at Llama Land. If he wants to run with us, he's more than welcome. He can even broadcast from in car if he wants.
Oh my goodness, Todd, are you going to take Jim and this gang from DWR? We talk about these talents and the great race they do. Are you up to a challenge at Lima next week? Can you make this?
I could definitely try. I definitely could try. I'm kind of speechless to even be able to run with these guys. I tell you, to even get a chance to run with these guys. But I could try. We might try.
If you want to do it, the offer's there. All DWR guys are cool with it. So you want to come and run with us at Llama Land? If you want to broadcast in car, you can.
Jim, I don't think you have any idea what you may have just signed up for, bud. But awesome to have you join us. Thanks to all you guys do what DWR do for us. You guys are family to us. We love you all to death. And God, I can't wait for next week, man. That is going to be a lot of fun. You guys put one heck of a race on here.
Well, they did. I didn't. I was having fun back there racing for last place. So, but anyways, I'll let you guys get it going. And like I said, we appreciate everything you all do. So hopefully we see Todd next Wednesday.
The fans are Sam Perry's out there saying, Todd, yes. I tell you what, if you want to see me race next week, contact us. Light up our inbox, if you want to see me race next week. And I guess we'll put up a poll even.
I shake my head because, folks, I know what you're in for. And please do not ever put me on this spot, Jim, because I don't belong out there. I'll never make it out there. I don't think I'll even cover a lap. But this guy I know can do it. I want to see what he can do toe-to-toe with you guys. I know you're going to give it a good-fashioned butt kicking, but Todd, this is going to be fun, man. We get to roast you finally. Man, this is going to be a good time.
Well, you know, the Wednesday night street fights, it's all for fun. There's no points involved, so I think it'd be a blast. We might even throw a surprise in there. We never know.
Oh, buddy, I cannot wait. All right, well, we'll preview that. We will push this to death next Wednesday night. Todd Stanton racing in Wednesday night street fights. We're going to make this happen. But once again, thanks you guys all out there watching tonight live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. We'll see you back here live tomorrow night on your source for esports racing, live right here on Full Velocity. Good evening, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks for dropping in, Jim. That's awesome.